Wembley Arena, London, the venue for the Vans' Generation 97, the biggest ever skateboard event to be held in the UK. Wembley was transformed within days to contain one of the best half-pipes and street courses any competition has ever seen. The competition attracted some of the best skaters from around the world, all hoping to take home some of the $50,000 prize money.
I'm Ince from Radlands Skate Park in Northampton, currently helping to promote the Vans Generation 97 skateboarding championship event at Wembley Arena in London. Radlands was getting too small for the event. It only holds 500 people. We have far more requests for tickets than we can actually cope with. I decided to go to a larger event this year, and Phil McIntyre Promotions in London came up with the idea of holding an event at Wembley Arena, asked me to join them, and I went in with them. We hired Dave Duncan from America, who's one of the two best part designers in the world, the other one being Tim Payne, who originally built Radlands, and paid him quite a bit of money to design what we thought and he thought was one of the best courses in the world. He came up with a 56-foot wide vert ramp, which, as I said earlier, is the biggest one ever built. All the pros who are riding it are very, very happy with that. He's built a outstanding street course as far as I can see. All the pros are happy with that, so we feel it's money well spent.
British skating scene's really healthy. A lot of the guys can compete, as you'll see, on a level with the Americans. They're, I think in a way we're probably more dedicated because we don't get the weather. But yeah, the skating scene's good. It's always been, it went underground, it wasn't as well known, it was still going, but it's sort of coming back into the mainstream again. People are realising relatively it's a pretty cheap sport, you can get into it easy and have a good time. A lot of people don't know about skateboarding and how, if you like, how difficult it is even. They think, oh, it's little kids playing with toys. These guys are more dedicated than half the gymnasts, you see. The stuff they're doing is at least as risky. They haven't got training facilities, they just jump off something until it works. The actual technicality of skateboarding, you can make it as difficult or easy as you want. That's one thing I like about it. It's accessible to anybody, but you never get to the end of it.
The street competition is all about tricks, flips, ollies, grinds, and jumps. 50 of the world's best competed to qualify for the finals. These are the highlights of the early rounds.
I think definitely skateboarding, as far as popularity, is definitely on the rise right now. Myself, having been involved in skateboarding for the last 30 years, seen the roller coaster of popularity going up and down. Right now, you've got a couple different things happening where you've got kids out skating, you've got grown-ups out on longboards or surfers, or and I'm on a longboard. It's kind of cool. I could go out and cruise and not have to worry about flipping my board everywhere, but actually still skateboarding. So I think the whole popularity thing is definitely going off. There's much more exposure. I mean, you guys have a TV show. 5 years ago, you probably wouldn't have this show.
The half pipe, as we've already heard, it's the biggest ever made for competition and proved to be total value for money. 30 of the best vert skaters in the world dropped in and used the ramp to the max. Check out the early round action.
This event is great. The vert ramp's the best ramp I've seen for competition by far. The ramp has bigger transitions than normally, and with extra vert, and it doesn't feel monstrous the way they built it, so it's really fast, and it's the widest thing that's ever been built, I think. I don't think there's ever been a bigger ramp before. You can pretty much go any direction and not really worry about getting to the edge, and once you get to the edge, you've got another 56 feet to transfer over to.
The half pipe also saw some BMX action with Matt Hoffman, Jamie Bestwick, Steve Swoop, and Simon Tabron showing what you can do on a bike. The action continues after the break as we feature the half pipe and street finals with some of the maddest moves you have ever seen.
be the first man. Definitely favored at any contest he goes to. Burnquist and Rune Glifberg have both been skating really well as well. So it all depends. It's a 45-second run, and it all depends on what happens in that 45 seconds. You know, you could be doing your run every time all day long, and then when they say, okay, it's your turn, 45 seconds, it's a whole new story.
I'm just trying to get a lot of combinations of tricks, getting one after the other and using the channel and keeping up speed. That's pretty much my concern. I mean, if I can make a run or two, then I might start trying some other, like heel flip, kick flip stuff, combinations.
For myself, it's just a series of tricks, just a line that I have been trying to put together. Consists of a lot of flip tricks, and it's with flip tricks you either do it or you don't, pretty much. So if you flip your board and you miss your grab, it's over for that run or whatever. In the finals, you get 3 tries, so hopefully one of the 3 tries I can put the whole run together and be happy.
It's just judged overall. It's mainly if you stay on, and then how much speed you have and the kind of tricks you're doing, and if you're putting them together, if you're setting up for each one.
It's 10.5-foot transitions, 2 feet of vert. Makes it so you'll be able to go a lot bigger on a lot of your stuff, keep your speed better. Some people are complaining it's harder to generate your speed, but once you do get up there and get it up in the 5-foot range, you can stay up there a lot easier.
Well, I think that the reason vert skating has become so popular is because it's easier for the general public to grasp. Street skating is so technical and refined that it's really hard to figure it out unless you are doing it. And so the general public likes to see the flips and the airs and the twists.
45 seconds gives you about 16 walls, and Tony will do 16 tricks, whereas most people will drop in and do 10 tricks with filler in between, if that.
I think in the finals, guys like Rune and MacDonald, Bob Burnquist, those are guys I always watch because they always come up with the craziest lines.
Into the vert ramp final, 10 skaters, all with 3 45-second runs. Bob Burnquist from Brazil takes the 4th place.
I wish you the worst here, to feel the greatest pain. Positive, you said it's all in vain. I know I felt, and I won't feel again. I know you, hours of madness, years of dysfunction, the deepest embitternment.
Tony Hawk's first run impressed the judges, but there was more to come.
Perpetual fall on your knees as you crawl back to me. It ends like this, I can't hope for bliss. If you fail again, I might have to witness every step when you trip. I will cherish it. Hours of madness, years of dysfunction, the deepest embitterment. No will to strive or achieve, finale and breakdown. Perpetual fall on your knees as you come back to me.
3rd place rider Rune Glifberg from Denmark. MacDonald from the USA took the 2nd place and some $4,500 with his consistent, powerful style. Then came Tony Hawk. As Andy predicted, Hawk would make 16 hits and nail every one of them in this near-perfect run.
Generation 1997 vertical skateboarding, $10,000 goes to Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk. All right, everyone, Tony Hawk, congratulations.
Thank you, everyone!
Yeah, Tony.
First time we've ever had anything this big in the country, and everyone's really stoked to see it, and everyone's going off. It's good. It's really extreme. I've never skated anything quite as big as that. Like, I mean, what we've got over here. I mean, I guess after this we might step it up a level now, but that's the first time I've seen anything like that before.
The street finals. 20 qualifiers have 2 2-minute runs to impress the judges. Jaya Bonderov from the USA took 5th.
Will you come to me in the night when there's something that ain't right? I have seen so much hate in your eyes. I have seen, and I only want to be a part of you. I have seen, wish I could understand. I have seen, yes, I ought to close my eyes. Guess I ought to close my eyes.
English pro Jamie Thomas took 4th. The end of his run was just insane.
There's something ain't right. The expression on your face and your grip is closing tight. When you talk to me in the night, trying to sort things out. Will you talk to me in the night when there's something that ain't right? I have seen so much in your eyes.
Going big, Jamie Thomas.
Highest placed British rider Danny Wainright powered his way to 3rd. Fluid style of American Tim Broush gave him 2nd place. The winner and $10,000 better off American Chris Senn.
This guy just grabs tricks in.
Other notable riders included Mike Vallely, who seemed intent on destroying the Jag. The best vert trick competition was open to all who wanted to rip the half pipe. And then came the highest air competition. It ended up with two guys heading for 11 feet off the top of the vert. That's 22 feet from the ground. In the end, Andy MacDonald had to settle for second with 10'6" as Brazilian Sandro Diaz hit 11'3". That only left time to demolish the Jag.